Welcome to another Hearthstone challenge. After doing all of the tribal challenges and some of the mechanics already, we're hopping onto another one today, and this is the all rush deck featuring prominently the old Witchwood cards getting one last round before they rotate out. The challenge is quite simple. The entire deck consists of minions that have rush. If you are not familiar with this, we've done a lot of those. We just got off of doing Taunt, and we had one of the I don't want to spoil too much, but one of the best games in you're probably gonna see in Hearthstone history. It was amazing. So check that out on our channel page if you wanna see that. We also did all the tribal ones except for totems, all the ones that were possible at least, which you can also find on our channel page. If you haven't seen those, go check those out. And the rules are the same as always. We have to play 3 games, or we get a maximum of 3 games on the ladder. We have to win a ladder game with this deck that consists of all rush minions. This is what we're rocking, and let's try and make it happen. So far, the mechanics challenges have been a bit more difficult than the tribal ones.
Yeah, but we've seen before that with a little bit of dumb luck, we can win with pretty much anything.
That's why we get 3 tries. We need to construct a deck that can win 1 out of 3. Not do anything special, just 1 out of 3. We need to win. All right. Got a druid here. The token, the beacon, maybe. Nothing of this we keep.
I feel like it's almost always a big one, I don't know.
It's a lot of times it's a beacon, in which case we'll have a bad time. Also, with this opening hand, we don't have a great time.
Well, but it's just the curve, right? Like, there is like
there's
3
not
2-drops, and honestly, this deck contains all of the rush minions I have besides second Scatterbot.
Yeah.
So
no Darius Crowley inside.
Not a lot of room for changes here.
I will try to make the best of it and see what happens. I guess Siamet doesn't really count. We could have put cards like Siamet in, but the question is, does it really count? You know, let's play the Wasp here. And it seems to be Token Druid.
It does, I was about to say, it does look like Token, yeah.
Yeah, which is probably better for us, slightly. If we can overwhelm it, if we can just keep shutting it down, it's probably good.
I mean, that's kind of what the cards in our deck are meant for, right?
Mm-hmm.
So...
It's not too dissimilar from Taunt, I said that before. It's kind of a similar idea. Just stop damage from coming towards your face.
Yeah, but it's a lot more proactive, of course. Because you can actually decide what you trade into. We had the problem with the Taunt deck that we kind of were always at the mercy of what our opponent decided to trade, and usually they wouldn't trade in our favor.
Yes, though in that game we got some other things that go our way, of course, with the opponent that we ended up facing, luckily. But we're not going to spoil that, check it out, but we had an interesting opponent. So Token Druid is probably going to be tougher, I'm going to say right offhand, than what we faced with the Taunt deck. To beat, because it's more resources,
I think this is also stronger than the Taunt deck, though.
I don't know.
And it has 3 cards in common with the Taunt deck.
Yes, it does. I think the Taunt deck and the Rush deck both lose to Token Druid. But we'll have to see. Hopefully we run into something that's off meta that is maybe a similar sort of stupid idea.
Yeah, but again, I think that generally this deck has better odds than the Taunt deck. The problem is just that, of course, having the sort of luck that we had in that one is unlikely.
It's tough.
He has 9 cards on hand, and he can't figure out what to play.
No, it's a Shrewd Squirrel or Acorn Bear. Why not?
Alright, Militia Commander it is.
Yeah, I think so.
I would have loved to play the Swift Messenger, but only if it was in its other state.
Kick the tree. The Swift Messenger against Token Druid is much better in human form.
I'm pretty sure most of them are.
Yeah.
If not all of them.
The Royal Guard also.
Human forms are, of course, always the ones.
I mean, there's only
health.
Swift Messenger and Royal Guard, right? Is there anything else that has a human organ form?
I'm trying to remember.
There's nothing.
Might not be, but they did introduce it as a mechanic during the Witchwood.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of hyped it up like a big thing, but it wasn't really that common.
Yeah. We can maybe play the
Sightless Ranger next turn.
Yeah, I think we'll play the 5-drop. Get some bats coming our way.
Silence
maybe.
Ranger is not that strong of a card, but in this matchup specifically, it's actually really good.
It's also really good in arena. It's not bad. See a lot of people run it. We have to avoid buff boards here somehow, which is hard with all the little squirrels that are coming.
Yeah, but he's the kind of token druid player that hero powers a lot, which are usually the ones that don't do too well.
Well, depends. Some matchups you do, some you don't. We go Ranger for sure. Get some bats
And I guess
in the
we kill one
house.
of the 1/1s, huh?
Yeah.
Keep as much health on the Ranger as possible.
Hopefully we can get another one off of another proc of the Ranger. That's very good contestion, if that's a word. Gyrocopter is coming up, which is pretty good. Also against this contestion. Are you thinking about that? Is that a word?
Contention, but that's different. Contesting, but that's grammatically different, but in meaning could work in that sentence.
How about just contest? It's a good board contest.
It's a nicely contesting board.
Yeah. That was the swipe we should have foreseen, but didn't.
Well, I mean, to be fair, not all token druids even run swipe.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, we go. Yeah, let's go with that. Kill a tree and a little squirrel. Squirrely boy. Yeah, we got it. If we keep the board like this, we're fine. We have to not allow anything. Once the Forest Aids comes out, it's
I was about to say Forest Aid is very problematic. Of course, Batterhead is a pretty good card in this deck, in this matchup specifically.
Batterhead is insane against this.
Oof.
Unpleasant. Okay, so all sorts of new seths? Nothing. So what? Like, is it really token at this point? Like, what in the world was that? He drew and then nothing. That's just weird. Let's go Worgen and Messenger.
Worgen?
Yeah. Get the human form, which is preferable in case like treants come out.
Yeah, in general against most of the things that token druid plays.
A lot of Worgen have rush, huh?
Yes. As a matter of fact, is there a Worgen that does not have rush?
Well, the stealth Worgen?
Oh right, yeah,
Worgen
the original one, yeah.
Yeah, you mean from Witchwood?
I mean, until I thought of Worgen Infiltrator myself, I didn't even realize that there was Worgen before Witchwood in Hearthstone. But yeah, I mean, I guess in Witchwood, because before then we didn't really have rush.
When charge can't attack heroes.
Oh boy.
Which is similar. Oh, what's the Whispering Woods thing?
I mean, Charged Devilsaur was the closest thing to rush.
Yeah.
But he could be cheated out, of course, which was always fun.
We need Batterhat and Pronto. Okay, let's think.
Royal Guard, I guess, right?
Alright, let's play the Royal Guard. Kill 3 things. I have to keep the board locked. I mean, only way to do this. Batterhat is going to come in huge, but he does have a lot of resources on hand still, which is problematic. So now we might see something like load up with squirrels and then some board buff. It's gotta be tough. Maybe soul.
I couldn't also help but notice that we haven't seen a single buff so far.
No. Which is why I'm a bit worried about those coming out explosively at one point when like he's gonna load up and then yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And why play the squirrel at the end? What was that again? What was that about? You play all your buffs and then the squirrel? Come on, is that why you're rank 14? Come on, bro. That's not it. It's not how to do that. Alright. It's definitely time for the mummy. Because it kills 2.
It does
Two
kill
things.
2. It could also be the bear to like keep stuff out of our face though.
I think let's go mummy because we can still kill most things this turn. Just Mummy and Worgen and Hero Power. Oh. Skaterbot actually could kill one of the wisps if you wanted it.
Oh yeah, no, I already built it differently the turn, but yeah, could have definitely. So yeah, he's back down to 2 minions, which is manageable.
That's yeah. We definitely know that he has buffs though. He used some of them there, and still something. I don't know what was out with the order. Like you play the squirrel at the end. That's painful. Why do you do that?
Yeah, I assume he just miscalculated his mana and just realized at the end that he still had mana left over for the squirrel. But yes, you should optimally plan ahead.
Ooh.
Oh, he has his own rush minion.
Oh. Big punish for going face. Gonna smack the bear in there maybe. Old arena style play.
Yeah, I think the bear goes in there very well. If we draw a Sparkle or something, no we don't. I guess bear is fine.
Oh, Gilnean Royal Guard would be great with the Divine Shield, but we can't bear haha jokes to take damage for one turn, right? Though we could just use the bear for taunt. But then he's going to sack it anyway. Let's just play like we said. Bear, hit it in there, and get the 8-5 out of the game. We don't need it. Want to play the bot now? Skater bot, just kill the squirrel.
Yeah.
Maybe in that turn before we should not have gone face with the rail guard. We should have killed everything.
Well, we couldn't kill everything. It was the
as much as possible is what I mean.
Well, but I killed a squirrel instead of a wisp. If I had killed the wisp, then I would have had to trade away the treants as well.
No, but they could have played bot, killed the wisp, and then with the rail guard killed the tree that it spawns.
Yeah, okay. But then
the Mulch Muncher kind of punished us, of course.
Well, but then of course the Mulch Muncher would have also been cheaper.
If Mulch Muncher now, that's good because then Royal Guard just comes in like boom.
We also have Shovel Fist, which can also take it out.
Yeah.
I'm not too horribly worried about any one play in particular. The problem is just that if a lot of stuff comes together, it's always pretty good.
I mean, look at the card resources, right? We need this Batter Hat really badly, and we don't have draw once again in this set, which is unfortunate. We really have to play this like an arena deck, just.
Why would you hero power before playing a Dendrologist?
Yeah, because he really wants to get the hero power in. But yeah, I wouldn't have done it that way either. There's no spell that you want to play this turn, maybe. Okay, so Batter Hat or we got problems. No Batter Hat. Yikes.
I mean, it's gotta be the biggest thing, I guess.
Yeah, but that is an L. I don't like how we only have one Batter Hat too. That's a big one.
Well, I only have one. Suck it up.
That's an L.
I mean, he still has to find like what, 7 more points of damage? That would have been 5 of those.
Hero power 6?
No, I already calculated hero power.
Ah, okay.
With hero power and the board, he needed 7 more on top.
I mean, he doesn't need to do it this turn anyway. Like, there's no way we stop it.
He had lethal.
There's it, though.
But he didn't kill us, but he had lethal.
My dude.
People.
It doesn't matter. The problem is he's not going to get punished for it.
Yeah, I know, but decks like Token Druid and Tempo Rogue and the like always calculate your lethals, because those are very explosive when they want to be.
Have to know that stuff.
Oh,
yeah, so I mean, we hero power with it, and then it's over. Any damage he finds, it's over.
This, that.
Man, it's not a good matchup though. I have to see if we can run into something else. Like we are definitely getting breaks with these like people at rank 14, sort of playing like scrubs.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. But we get 2 more tries though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We have 2 more attempts with this. We should be able. I feel like we should be able to win with Rush. Like I felt more confident in this initially than I did in Taunt.
I mean, yeah, I said that too. This makes a lot more sense as a deck than the taunt one. We'll just have to, you know, see that we can find once again a doable matchup.
Good matchup. Yeah, Token Druid seems to be maybe a bit too much.
Speaking of druids,
really. Or kick everything again.
There's also another problem. The curve in this deck is horrible. The Tauntax curve was actually better.
It was a bit better. We had Flunky also, but at least now we have Scatterbot and Worgen. That's something. Oh no, this might even be worse.
I mean, he doesn't put stuff on the board as consistently, I feel like, though.
Oh, but like when he does, it's gonna be 8-12 dragons that can't be targeted and reboard.
Well, yeah. Just gotta win before then, I guess.
That's the problem, but we don't have charge.
I guess
your part. Yeah. No 3 or 4 drop other than the ones we currently have, unfortunately.
Well, the thing is, yeah, we would have had to draw another 2 or 3 drop.
No. And Biggin sort of has this is like this sort of card that just feels like it doesn't say on the card itself, but it is start in your hand, right? Like sort of start of game draw this. Like Kaliseth was. Okay. Okay, brother.
But the thing with Kaliseth was it only happens when your opponent does it.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I guess a Biggin too, if I played a Biggin, because I haven't.
I never played it. I can't. I can't tell
like
you.
if I ever played that Biggin, it wouldn't start in my hand. It started opponent's hand.
But dude, like I played I'll play like a rogue and it's like Kaliseth, Shadow Step, Kaliseth. I'm like, oh god.
Let's coin the worm.
The worm, yeah. That's what I thought too.
That biggest swing we have. Actually, who originally came up with the idea of calling dragons worms? Like, it sounds very degrading.
I don't know, and also that's a different type of worm than what you're thinking.
I mean, yeah, it's spelled differently, but it's still like, it sounds quite a lot like worm, as in earthworm. As in the slithery little creature that's good for nothing. Right? And here we go, and that's it. Yeah, thank you. Okay, that was fast. Boy.
How about Rager and Hogs?
I mean, you can also resign this game. It's over, right? There's nothing.
Well, the odds are definitely against us, but we only have limited amount of shots, so we should try to take them, right?
That's like sort of like you get 3 shots to hit a target dummy, and then like you point the rifle straight at your own face, and you're like, "Huh, better I take the shot. At least I only get a limited amount." Instead of just putting the rifle down. That's sort of what you're doing right now.
Well, but if I fuck this up, I still get the other shot. If I shoot myself in the face, well, you know.
Problems. Does this convince you? God, Druid, man, can we have something else? Christ. Probably need an off-mana deck to beat with this, honestly.
Well,
we got sort of lucky with the taunts.
Are you surprised that our like randomly built together in a manner that they're not intended to decks are actually struggling against meta decks? Yeah.
Well, it's ranked 14, so like seeing how these people play, I think we had a shot, but I don't know. It's sort of like some grandmaster playing against a 1500 with only bishops or something, like in chess. Sort of what it feels like, right? But they tend to still win the games. but that's Hearthstone now. And we're also not Grandmasters at Hearthstone, that's the other problem.
Well, you know.
One more. One more attempt, man. Gotta make this happen. Got shot. No druids. No garbage. Huh.
It ain't Druid.
I'm not sure if I like it better than druid. Keep the okay.
We have a lot of 4-drops, so we don't have that many Office 3 and 2 and 1.
Let's hope it's not like not something that inherently just beats us. Get Highlander or something, we probably have issues. If we get, I mean, honestly, we have problems with everything. But I feel like aggro is the one thing we can stand a chance against. Like if it's Galakron aggro or something, or Pirate aggro, and there's just really bad draw for him, we could probably exhaust him. We just run him out of resources and then stack the board. But Highlander or any sort of like a deck that has higher value than ours, it's over instantly because it also obviously works better.
Well, yeah, most decks work better. That's.
Just go Militia Commander. We even get 3 damage to the face. That's good. That's fine. But his dragons are all incredible now. So. This is why do we have these ideas all the time? Jesus. Alright.
I guess it's Mummy.
It's just Rager, I think. Like, what's a better time to play Rager than now? Alright. Should put it on there, why not? What's a better time to play it, right? Than an open board. Here goes like Slam or something.
Or nothing.
Nothing.
How about a Gyrocopter?
I like a Gyrocopter, let's do it. Let's put down a 6 in his face. He has a lot of armor.
Yeah, but we also actually have a decent amount of board right about now.
Yeah.
Which I know won't last, but it looks
nope.
decent right about now.
It won't.
Dude, if we can get just something magnetized onto the Gyrocopter, never mind then.
Molten Breath, or even just Super Collider or Ramming Speed or anything like that. It's just a bit too much. Do you want to go Sightless Ranger or Gyrocopter again? We could try Gyrocopter, but if we could maybe just would have dumb luck, just draw Zilliax.
Yeah.
Put it on there, you know.
Zilliax is the only magnetic we have left, isn't it? His Spark Drones doesn't have it, neither does the Rager, and we already used our Skater Pod.
Zilliax would be best, of course, for maximizing damage.
And in theory, healing, although, of course, against control, that's like the one thing we don't have to worry about, really.
Problem is just like in 2-3 turns, this board is going to be full of 10-10 dragons, and then it's nothing, because we don't have removal. But the big issue with this stuff is you don't get any sort of removal.
Well, yeah.
Maybe we could do an all-spell deck, but then, of course, we have only removal, and there's Ramming Speed. Off Lackey too, not even Zephyrus, just off Lackey.
Wait,
Alright.
Ramming Speed is a Galakron's Awakening card, you can't get that from Zephyrus.
Right, yeah. But like, he got the perfect card, not off of Zephyrus, but off of his regular Lackey. Yeah,
Batterhead, right?
Yeah. Everything dies.
Well, Batterhead doesn't.
No. All of his stuff needs to die. Very important. I'm not sure if it's actually Highlander that he's playing. No, he's not, right? He might be.
We don't know. The Breath will generate a card.
Usually Frisk doesn't go in Highlander.
We can't say definitively whether or not he's playing dupes, but...
Yeah. No, we can't definitively, but like Frizz usually is weird in Highlander. I haven't seen that much. The rest is definitely in there. He might. I mean, if he plays like the Dragon package, like he has Voon and Frizz, that's definitely feasible. I haven't seen many Twilight Drakes either.
Well, but making unusual choices would kind of speak for the idea of it being a Highlander deck, of course. Mummy does deal decently well with this.
Worm?
So does Worm, yes.
Can we set up an overkill, maybe? Want to do that? Want to go Mummy and Sightless Ranger?
No, I think Worm is fine. Just
Worm Batterhead? Okay.
Worm Batterhead, Hero Power.
Alright.
We can hit both in and still get 3 in the face.
Yeah.
Not
Feels
that
like he's still getting... Yeah, his armor. He's getting armor quicker than we can do anything about it, for God's sake.
Well, yeah, because we're also controlling the board. We're doing a lot of things with very little resources.
Oh. Yuck. It just might be Highlander. Just might.
Yeah, with as many separate pieces as he has in his deck, it would make sense if it was a Highlander deck. Oh boy, how about we just play our mummies and hero power or something like that?
You want to play the Ranger and the Worgen instead?
I can do that.
Because of better stats, maybe.
Well, I mean, we're getting more attacks out of the mummies.
Yeah, but those are also better answer cards, I feel like.
Yeah. But they're also more resistant to board clears, which is what I was also thinking of.
Scale Worm, I haven't seen much. Oh yeah, okay, there we go.
That seems like a strong inclination that it's, in fact, Highlander. Because drawing half his deck and drawing exactly all the dupes seems something I like.
Bit of an awkward position for Zephrys, so what's the card here?
I don't know. Hellfire doesn't really do anything.
No.
Shadow Flame would have been possible, but also not great. How about a mummy now?
Now it's a mummy time. And we can still play one Spark Drill. Just plop it down. And what's that card he would got from that? Does he give just a big thing?
Tyrion Fordring?
Actually, I think Zephrys prefers the new Priest Classic Legend over Tyrion now, right? In that spot. Oh, still Tyrion.
I don't know. I haven't actually seen that many Zephyrses since the patch.
I think Zephrys likes that too. But I agree that Tyrion is probably even better here.
Ouch.
Mummy, right? I played the Mummy. Because it's fresh. Pop it with that, then the Spark Drill and the token.
And then the Spark.
Yeah.
Clears it perfectly. Then I guess we play the rest, huh?
Let's do it.
Because the other option would be to hero power and only play the Spark, which seems very wasteful in terms of
money. Rush deck is over party. He could, of course, just very statistically warpath this. Maybe Scorcher is also fine. There's a lot of nice ways to deal with this. Oh, brother.
That wasn't exactly on my list of nice things to deal with it, but you know. It does still deal some damage.
The hand is either really bad or like really good, so to the point where it doesn't even matter.
Well, he had 2 dragons.
Yeah. One of them might be the Dragon Queen. Quite a good chance.
Yeah.
Just makes this the greediest variety of Highlander warrior that you can presumably play.
Oh boy.
We can kill everything and leave a Murloc. Something. Or even just a Hogsteel, if we don't want to use that.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not gonna do us much good against 3 big dragons.
I'm gonna start the outro. Alright. Everybody, thank you for watching the video. Rush unfortunately did not work. If you want to see a massive success story, go back to the taunt video. If you remember, put an info card for that, but if not, you can find a link on that on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
And check it out. That was a lot more entertaining than this one. Because right now, Right now we're getting clear signs from the universe to end this video. Rush did not work out, mainly because we got a lot stronger decks to face. Like, we faced decks that are not appropriate for rank 15 at all, 3 times in a row.
Charge gives a minion rush.
And if we get any opportunity to, we'll come up with another mechanic to also try out. We'll get in the lab and then maybe build some meme decks or whatever, just for the fun of it. And of course, anticipating the new expansion on Thursday. Be sure to come back for Throwback Thursday as we delve deeper into.
Thursday is the prologue. The Thursday after that is the new expansion.
So we're not doing Throwback on Thursday?
We are probably doing Throwback on Thursday and then doing the prologue on Friday.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. Alright, so be sure to come back on Thursday for Throwback Thursday, where we raid the Molten Core and Blackrock Mountain and beat all the guys in there, which is fun in the history of Hearthstone. So thank you for watching, everybody. This game is over, and we're going to see you in the next one. JJ.
That's it.
That's it.